How's it going, everybody? This is the HyperDrive Gen 2 USB-C hub. It allows you to connect directly to your Mac or iPad Pro, instantly giving you additional I/O. It's no surprise that the HyperDrive Gen 2 is already fully funded on Kickstarter, and there are 3 hubs, including this 6-port hub with USB-A, C, HDMI, SD card, microSD, and 3.5mm headphone jack. There's also this right here, the 12-port HyperDrive Gen 2 hub. So if you need a lot more I/O, this is the one for you. Of course, all the HyperDrive Gen 2 hubs come with 4K 60Hz output for video. But this 12-port hub features 2 USB 3.1 Gen 2 10 gigabits per second USB-A connections, gigabit Ethernet, DisplayPort, a second HDMI connection, and more. Now, if that sounds like a beast, wait until you see this one. This is the 18-port HyperDrive Gen 2 hub. A ridiculous amount of I/O, multiple 10 gigabits per second USB ports, you have multiple HDMI connections, you even have optical and digital audio outputs. Hey, I even spot VGA there as well. This one has a DC power port, USB-A, Quick Charge 3.0 power connector, and more. So the great thing is that you have options with the HyperDrive Gen 2. You have something small and compact, or you have this guy that has tons of I/O on it. But let's talk about some of the other compelling features of Gen 2. The original HyperDrive, of course, was great. And just like all of the hubs of that era, it wasn't exactly the fastest when it came to SD card connectivity. But with the HyperDrive Gen 2, you get a UHS 2 SD card reader built in. So that's going to give you much faster transfer speeds when transferring media from your camera's SD card over to your Mac. It makes a big difference. And another first for the HyperDrive Gen 2 is that it provides up to 100 watts of power via USB power delivery. So that means it should easily be able to recharge any Apple device at full speed, whether that be your MacBook, an iPad Pro, or even a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Now, another new feature of the HyperDrive Gen 2 is USB-A 10 gigabits per second USB 3.1 Gen 2. So you see I connected my SanDisk SSD directly to the HyperDrive, and there you can see 10 gigabits per second connectivity via USB-A. So that is a new feature with HyperDrive Gen 2. But one of the things I really like about this device is when using it alongside my iPad Pro. And notice how the cable doesn't dangle. There's plenty of slack there, so the hub can rest on the table and be connected to the iPad Pro, no problem. And that gives you all sorts of I/O. You get USB, you get SD card, you even get a headphone jack because, obviously the iPad doesn't have a headphone jack. So you get all that in a very small package. This is the first generation iPhone. You can see how small the 6-port Gen 2 HyperDrive USB-C hub is. It can easily fit in your pocket. But even the larger 12 and 18-port hubs are fairly portable. They'll easily fit on the desk, either upright or on the side, depending on how you like to orient it. It's up to you. Be sure to visit the link down below in the description to order your HyperDrive Gen 2 hub today. Special thanks to Hyper for sponsoring 9 to 5 Mac on YouTube.